But let's watch it. I'd like to give some of my thoughts about it and go from there. So let's take a look. Midnight. Do you guys think that the Midnight name of this and then like the Taco Bell thing was like they were in cahoots? They're like the same color and everything. Or maybe Taco Bell was like, hey, you know who drinks our stuff? World of Warcraft players.
Hello, Gamescom. Hello.
Let's make a Mountain Dew that's like a WoW flavor.
It's going to be an amazing time together talking about the systems and features of Midnight. I'm Ian Hasekostas, Game Director on World of Warcraft. And my name is Paul Cubitt, Associate Game Director, also on World of Warcraft. Let me give you a quick rundown of what we're going to talk about in the next 30 minutes. So first off, thank you for your patience over the course of the past week as we've tried to get out all the information about what we're
You're
doing.
not welcome. I am impatient.
Today, we're going to talk about the new Demon Hunter
No, I'm kidding. It's fine.
that's coming,
It's fine.
new talents, what you're going to earn on the way to level 90.
Okay, I like Demon Hunter. I know it's easy mode. Hell, everything's easy mode now with the one button rotation.
We're going to talk about how the level
So I mean, it is what it is, you know.
store for new and returning players. Got some updates for the PvPers in the house, and a range of quality of life updates, including some UI improvements.
Yeah, they're really trying to get rid of add-ons, which I support. I mean, like I shouldn't have took them 20 years. They should have started working on add-ons like Wrath of the Lich King. They'd be like, well, okay, we got to get rid of this add-on thing and start putting this shit in the game.
That's right. Later this year, in our 11.2.7 patch, at the end of War Within,
I'm definitely going to build a house. I was thinking about this today, and I was like, what kind of house am I going to do? It's going to be hard not to do like an Alliance house, dude. I know you can do like a Horde house, a Blood Elf house. It's going to be hard to like...
We got a lot of new information coming out today. We're going to dive pretty deep into the systems and features, starting with this fella back behind me. That's right, the Devourer Demon Hunter. Now, you've seen
this fella?
You've seen Vengeance.
She got big old titties. What are you talking about, this fella?
That turns every fight into a highlight reel.
Anyway, he didn't know the picture. He was just like, there's something back there.
Other two specializations. Previously, Demon Hunters only channeled Fel energy to power their abilities, whereas the Devourer uses Cosmic Void powers to power their annihilation abilities.
Yeah, void elves, void powers. Yeah, okay.
Not in a traditional sense. You're not going to be.
I mean, I hope there's like a story reason for this, because like with Illidan being a demon hunter, there was like a whole ass story.
A little bit later, but depending on how you build it, you may be standing at mid-range pretty consistently, or you may be darting in and out in sort of a hybrid build where you're spending some time in melee and then using Vengeful Retreat to jump back. Let's break down the toolkit a little bit.
I just want to say, like, I didn't love Evoker gameplay. Now, maybe I would like Evoker gameplay now that... And it's probably because I'm bad at the game, and I'm kind of lazy at the game. But, yeah, now that, like, it's a one-button rotation, maybe I would like it more. Like, now that you can do that. But, like, him describing this where it's like, it's range sometimes, and sometimes it's not. I don't know. I mean... It could be cool if you actively want to do that. I don't know if I want to. I like I like standing next to the guy and saying, or standing back here and saying, and like going in and out, you know. I don't know.
So first up, this is Void Metamorphosis.
Looks cool though. I think that looks really cool.
Demon Hunter transformation. But with a twist. This is not cooldown based, it's energy based. You have to use Reap, which is your giant kind of scythe attack.
Oh shit, he just swiped at me.
The void fragments that you can't reach, or you can just sort of run around and pick them up as you're used to doing with souls.
Okay.
And once you've gathered enough, you can enter into meta. Now once you're in meta, you want to stay in meta as long as possible. Void energy is a little bit different than Fel energy. It's slippery, it's elusive, it wants to get
slippery. What the fuck? It's like P. Diddy baby oil. You gotta just try to get it in your finger. Like, what is he talking about? Slippery.
The more damage you'll do as well. I'll share how.
Okay, so you gotta collect resources as you play. Yeah, it could be annoying.
The Void's interpretation of I-Beam.
We'll try it though. I'll try it though.
With all sort of the trademarks of I-Beam, where you have the rotation, you can move around. just line up all your abilities and turn them into piles of ash. It's beautiful. It's purple.
Yeah, it does, like that. It does look cool. I'm gonna say that. I don't know if I'm gonna be like over all of the void stuff by the time we get into this expansion. I might be tired of void looking stuff, you know.
Really cool. Speaking of
But it looks cool.
This is Collapsing Star. This is your big, brutal anime finisher. The way this ability works is you have to be in meta to cast it. So once you get into meta,
Your Fury Drain is paused.
Collapsing Star. The more times you cast Collapsing Star in a meta, the stronger and stronger it gets. So like I said, that you want to hold on to that metamorphosis.
Are we still doing sets? Have they said that? Are we still doing
raid boss finale energy?
Like are we still doing like gear sets?
Hero talents. The Demon Hunter is getting a new spec, and with that, they get a new hero talent tree, and that is called the Annihilator tree. You can see it in the sort of
the Annihilator.
This is shared between Devourer and Vengeance.
Man, I'm always gonna just love Havoc though. Look at that, Havoc. Like Void looks cool, but Havoc looks freaking, dude. The green dude, Illidan looking crazy shit, man.
But meteors, nevertheless. Devourer will also have.
God, just looking at that picture of Havoc. Maybe I'm gay. I don't know. It just makes me want to go play as a Demon Hunter right freaking now. But I'm an Illidan fan. I like Illidan. I think he looks cool. I think his story's cool.
Void Elf Demon Hunter. This is a new race class combination that is coming to World of Warcraft.
I already have 2 Demon Hunters. I will probably do this.
During the 12.0 pre-launch.
I will probably make a Void Elf Demon Hunter.
Be available during pre-launch as well. So if you're interested in messing around with Devourer, you can switch over as soon as we get to that pre-launch period before we take the fight to Zal.
Okay, cool. So this is going to be before the new expansion. Yeah, we'll definitely try it then.
The same is true of Void Elf Demon Hunter. There'll be a very short quest line along with that pre-launch where you unlock this character. Now, for those of you who are Horde players in the audience, like myself,
you're screwed because we don't do Horde stuff anymore. The Horde doesn't exist anymore in WoW retail. You are not prepared? Oh, I'm not prepared, Lawton.
The World Toll Saga is not over yet. There will be new opportunities.
I'm not prepared. Are you prepared?
Combinations that will make sense with the story as we tell it. So keep your eyes peeled.
How prepared are you? I don't feel prepared.
So as you play in Midnight, you're going to get new levels. No big surprise there. You'll level from 80 to 90, and you'll get 10 new talent points as well.
And this is where you'll go to wowhead.com and figure out what to put in.
3 in your hero tree, and then 4 in your spec tree.
We all pretend that you're going to theory craft this out yourself, but you're going to go to Wowhead and just copy and paste. This is a video. Retail is bonkers to me. It is. Yeah, Czar, this is I wanted to watch this. I didn't get to watch it all yet, so I'm just checking it out.
In the hero talent tree, there's an additional lane. So we're keeping all the same hero talents, but we're adding 3 new abilities in that 4th lane there. So
this happened like 2 days ago, I think.
Iconic and impactful powers, and make them even more iconic and even more impactful. And lastly is on the spec tree.
I'm just glad that the little, like the Void Elf chick over here on the right, you guys can't see that in TikTok, that she's got a nice body. She's got the hips, she's got the thigh gap, she's got the boobs. A lot of times these women in the new games just like gross. I'm a CB Ace in Shadowlands, just classic now. Oh yeah, I'm playing just classic right now too, Czar. I'll be playing classic a little bit later tonight.
Where you'd have, imagine, if you will, a big giant.
I'm not sure what I'm going to play tonight though. Warlock or Warrior or Hunter. I don't know yet. Whoever's the most rested character, I'm probably going to mess around.
But particularly impactful will be the first one and the last one. So let's take a look at a couple examples of how this will play out on the Evoker, and also on our favorite new spec, the Devourer.
Okay, so this was interesting. They're talking about like you're going to have like extra points. You can go all the way in on your main spec.
In this case, for the Preservation Evoker, I know the text's a little small, but it takes reversion.
Collapsing Star always critically strikes. Holy shit! I feel like that the Devourer will probably be like top of the DPS for a while, right? Of course. I heard there's a command above, in this case, Microsoft, to not make female characters appealing to the male gaze. Oh, absolutely there is. Yeah, clearly Microsoft does not want that. Look at all the women. They're all ugly. Classic Plus, I'm more waiting for. Hey, me too, Lawton. That Miracle Classic Plus that we all want. Yeah, we're all waiting for it, baby. And I'll say, like, I'm sad they didn't talk about Classic at all during Gamescom. Like, I thought they would at least say when Anniversary is going to go to, when are we going to go to TBC or anything? Like, they didn't say shit about it. So did you see Liadrin in the new cinematic? I did, Czar, and I made like a little TikTok video about it. And talked about it a little bit. Yeah, she's not like super ugly. She just looks kind of like older, but like you can tell they were like, let's don't make her too hot. Like, let's don't make her too eternal looking. Like, I mean, like if you're a blood elf and the other blood elf guy, he's older looking. I just assume they live forever. Maybe they don't. Like it's not like the worst thing I've ever seen, but you can tell they were like, hey, don't make her too pretty. You know, and it's like, it's not the end of the world, but it's like, at the end of the day, dude, it's not even about that. It's really, to me, it's like, I don't really want, like, in a new WoW cinematic, what I think we really need is just a lot more masculinity in general. Like, I'd rather the bad guy not be Xalatath, and I'd rather Leandra not even be that. Like, I just want like a big ass orc or Tauren fighting against like a human or a night elf or something like that. Just a couple of bros just fucking duking it out, you know. And then the women and children are just like, oh my god, we're all gonna die. Just do that once, and it just, you know, once every 3 it's like, that would be really cool. The missing signature glow of Blood Elf Eyes is like screaming at some new guys were doing it. I think we were past it's an LGBTQ game. Yeah, so yeah, glowing eyes was definitely a mistake. Don't know what they were doing there. And then the LGBTQ game, yeah, I don't think it's a gay game. I think it's a game for girls mostly. I think WoW is a game for made by WoW retail is made by girls for girls. Period. That is what the game is now. And like, I like some girl games. I'll spin up The Sims every once in a while. I love Animal Crossing. I like Stardew Valley. So like, I'll play retail, sure, but it's like not made for like bros at all. It's the game is collect housing stuff, collect mounts, and collect transmogs to play dress up. That's the game. That is retail. And like, if you're cool with that, you'll play it and be like, okay, and I'm cool with that. I accept it, but I'm not. But I know that most people don't want that out of their World of Warcraft, and I totally understand that too. It's like, but we just have to play classic, I guess, you know, which is what I do. I think it's like, cause it's really milkable. Oh yeah, it's like, yeah, because women spend more money than men do on stuff. I think. I mean, like, I would just have to go with like if you say, okay, we want to get more women playing the game, and we want more women buying purses and stuff, because women spend a lot of, yeah, dude. Like, I mean, it's a tactic. It's a sales tactic. Like, if you're going to play like a dress up game, you got to get the girls involved, because guys are cool to dress up only so much. And then it's like, what are we doing? You know? Anyway, let's continue the video.
Cool. That's it for talent.
Zara, give me a follow. Come hang out when we're playing WoW Classic, and I could talk about this all night, brother.
New opt-in hunting system.
But we're going to keep going for the video. For the YouTube watchers of this later, they'll be like, hey, just play the video, you know, so.
It's built a slot right into how you already play.
I play Classic. I play Classic on Night Slayer PvP right now. So I'm going to do a little social media stuff, watch this, do a couple of Twitter things, and then I'm going to start playing.
This is a secretive initiative led by Astalor Bloodsworn. I don't know how many of you are
Astalor
out there, but if you remember Astalor, he's the magister who's responsible for
Astalor. ASS.
Their paladin powers by chaining up a Naru.
He loves ass.
Silver Moon City. He's not doing that anymore, but he's still sort of got a checkered past, and so he's going to be.
I think a lot of people are going to be pissed about Silver Moon City. You know, people get pissed about everything, but like the Sunwell and everything, I think it's just going to break the lore of it all. You know.
Now, how's that going to play out? Well, let's see an example.
I think I got to play a rogue when we do like Legion remix. This system's either going to be really cool or annoying.
Turn around, blow out your cooldowns, make sure you survive. You might be.
Because so what he's talking about here is the prey system, and the way they're selling it is like, hey, you're just going to be doing anything. Like, you'll be like out in the world, delves, I guess dungeons. I don't know. There's like, you'll be doing stuff, and then somebody's going to come up and just start fucking attacking you. And then you got to beat them, and then like it can get harder and harder. And if you beat them, you get gear. Like, you get vault gear. Could be cool. I don't know. Like they're trying like some ARPG stuff, and especially with Legion Remix. If you haven't seen that, they're gonna have like a world mode where you can make it harder. And it's like, are y'all turning WoW into like Diablo? What are we doing? I heard there is changed in. I heard there is a change. Didn't get to what it is. Yeah, I'm not sure what change you're talking about. There's a lot of changes in WoW retail. WoW Classic though, I don't know if anybody talked about yet. I hope that they do. I really want to know what's going on with TBC. Oh, Silver Moon. Yeah, they're changing the zone a little bit. Yeah. The Eversong Wood. They're doing like an alliance area of it. Yeah, they're changing it up some.
Quest, you might be running between objectives. You could be minding your own business. But the point is, this is supposed to be unpredictable. It's supposed to keep you on your toes. This is sort of like a quest. It uses some tech that uses quests, but it's not meant to be like, you know, search 8 footprints and then you found him. We don't know how many things you have to do. You might be, you know, finding clues like footprints on the ground. You might be disarming traps.
Bro, I don't think I'm going to interact with this prey system at all. Like, maybe I will. When I see Rogue's roll the dice thing, I want to puke, fuck outlaw.
See, there's 3 difficulty levels. There's normal.
I hear you, bro. Yeah, roll the bones is kind of stupid.
And you're going to unlock this as you progress through the system. We all start at normal. But once you get to hard...
Fascination Rogue is like the best rogue right now in retail, I think.
These are additional abilities that these enemies will have, or you might face as you're on the hunt for these guys. This particular character behind me is...
This gameplay, dude, this gameplay, like right here, like they do such a good job. Like retail, when they do a lot of these trailers and gameplay things, they do a pretty good job of like masking over the core gameplay and how awkward it can feel and look sometimes. This is doing a really good job of showing you just how fucking weird it looks. I mean, I guess like again, if you had a health bar, and if you're like in retail, I've said this 1,000 times, but like in retail, like if you did an ability and the health bar would like go down, or like you could feel the hit, that would be so much better. But you're just hacking on this guy, and the health bar is just slowly going down. It's so weird. My plan is Mop Classic, Legion Classic, and maybe Wrath of the Lich King and Anniversary, and I'm done. You're never really done, Czar. You'll never be done. Yeah, I'm definitely doing TBC. I'm not going to do any. I missed the classic boat for Mop and Legion Classic, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do Legion Remix, and then TBC, and I'm gonna continue to play WoW Classic now. But yeah, I'm gonna go into TBC pretty hard. So
there'll be a bunch of them. There's some fixate based ones as well. There's some really cool mechanics.
I'll do Midnight as well. I mean, depending on like the timing of Midnight and TBC. I mean, I can't play it all at once, you know. So like, they got to give me some breathing room. But like, if it's up to me, I would play like pre-patch TBC. I'll play pre-patch WoW Classic. I'll play it all. But if I got to make choices, I'm going to do Classic. Was susceptible to this thought. I've been on and off, but since Satellites, I can't bring myself to retail. I hear you, bro. I'm going to do it. I'm not saying anybody else has to do it. I'm going to do it more out of interest than like, oh, I fucking got to play. It's more than, it's not like, oh, I got to get in there. I can't. Ooh, I'm so hyped. It's like, it's more like, what is this? Like, what is this? I've been on since OG Wrath of the Lich King. That's when I started as well. Rogue is the second less played class in retail right now. Only Invoker has less players. Damn. Well, they're probably gonna try to boost those then. Rogue is high DPS right now though. In retail.
Fight. Once you've cornered your target and are ready to take them down, that will be a one-on-one fight. See, in normal, you're in the outdoor world. If there's
but Rogue seems silly when you have all these characters that are so much bigger and huger and like as far as like their abilities and stuff. Rogue seems silly now.
About rewards.
Evoker's just cringe.
First, I want to talk about cosmetics. We got a bunch of custom.
Can I talk about cosmetics?
Really cool looking mounts, like some mana worm themed mounts.
Dude, really cool looking mount. Like everything's a fucking mana worm. I swear, like since Shadowlands, I feel like I'm riding 8, 10, 20 mana worms. It's like, what's a new WoW mount that we can do for flying? Make it a mana worm. Let's fly another worm. Let's do another fish looking worm.
One of those, they're really awesome looking, as well as some transmog appearances as well. You will also be able to earn power from this. So this is hot off the presses. We've been talking with the team back in California or back in the States, everywhere. Blizzards all over the place. This will give you power rewards. Prey will be tied into the outdoor row in the Great Vault, so you'll be able to get really cool gear from that by participating in Prey.
Everything's a worm, dude.
So this is just going to give you new ways to play.
Whatever happened to like wolves and shit?
We're able to give solo players some really cool opportunities to get
tigers.
Prey is another way to do that too. All right, Prey is just
people don't like them because you don't see the gear. I gotta see the gear, bro. It's a dress-up game. I gotta see my gear.
About, you know, the one-off things that happen in the game every once in a while, things like shipping and handling and Undermine, where you're driving your car around.
Undermine, I freaking hated Undermine.
And love so much. Yes,
I did a little Undermine. I was like, please get me the fuck out of here. This is the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
Priority here in the philosophy is we wanted to provide a variety of these different things. You know,
I don't know if you guys played Undermine, but I hated the car. I hated the whole aesthetic. It's just, I hated it. And I like goblins. Like, I was thinking, like, maybe all of my characters in Midnight are just going to be goblins. Because I like goblins, but then, like, the Undermine shit, I was like, get me out of here.
You'll balance your reputation between the 4 different military groups within Silvermoon City.
Yeah, they're copying a TBC rep on this, huh?
Reputations, you all remember the
yeah.
Scryers from there? Yes, I see some nodding of heads.
So you got to choose which rep you want to do.
Cosmetic rewards that come from it.
So everybody's just going to choose whatever the least shitty cosmetics are, I guess.
The Loa of Abundance. This is a fast-paced, super buffed collectathon. It's professions themed. You're going to go into caves. You're going to have sort of a timed treasure room feel where you're going to mine as much as you can. You're going to gather as much treasure as you can. It's professions themed. It's not professions
I can't, like,
required.
I know they do these events where it's timed. I hate timed stuff, man.
It's also, I should point out that the Loa theming ties this one to Zulaman, but Abundance Caves are actually present in all 4 of the Midnight Zones. These are really fun. I'm looking forward to playing these. Legends of the
I don't think you are looking forward to that.
And this is an event that invites
this zone could be cool looking, but my thing is, like,
using magical painting,
I feel like it's like a scuffed avatar.
Lore-rich journeys. This is designed for those devoted lore.
Like the Hyroneer just look like the Avatar aliens to me, kind of.
Complete the objectives as quickly as you want.
And it's like, let's do glowing mushrooms and shit, and let's do that. To be honest, that's like one of the minuses of Tanzmog. The armors lost their appearances. Like when you see someone with a raid tier. Yeah, absolutely, Tazar. The gear is meaningless in retail, so there's nothing interesting about the gear. It's just the numbers just go up. There's no special abilities on it. Even the gear sets are just kind of bullshit because, like, you don't actually feel any different when you have high gear, no gear, in my opinion. And then your high gear lasts no time. Your gear is good for like 2 months, and then the next season pops, and then it's like it's useless again. So it's like, yeah, it's just, I don't play for the gear in WoW retail because it's a farce. You play for the transmog. You play for, if you like the gear set, you can do how it looks, because like if you just go away from the game and come back in 6 months, they'll give you gear to play the content. It's not a gear farm anymore at all. To me, it's not.
As they activate their singularity anchor, you all know what a singularity anchor is, right? No, it's the thing that you use to purge the Stormarian citadel of remnant void anomalies. Anyhow, you're going to help them protect that thing.
This video, like, if you're watching this on YouTube later, I'm sorry if you like hate how much I'm stopping and talking about things that are kind of random, but I just got a soapbox a little bit. I kind of feel shat on a little bit that during this week, since they're not doing BlizzCon and this is kind of their midnight reveal, that Chris Metzen did not come out and say fuck it all about any of this. Because, like, whenever he came out last year or whatever, or maybe it was a year before, and he came out and hyped everybody, and it was like the Horde, like he was talking about the Horde, and we're like, yeah, well, maybe we're going to get the Horde back. Maybe the Horde will come back in a meaningful way, which definitely it fucking has not. He was like, you know, all right, we're going to do the War Within, then we're going to do Midnight, then we're going to fucking do whatever the last one is, the last soul or something like that. And we're going to fucking wrap up this story and it's going to be good. And I was like, okay, cool. And I thought maybe he would come out and be involved. And during this Midnight thing, like, he's just not there. And like, I know it doesn't matter, but like I'm going to say with War Within, at least the 2 zones in War Within, the first zone, Dornagal, and then the second zone, like the Arathi zone, where you were, where it was like the crystal and you had like the paladins and stuff. I really enjoyed those zones. They were pretty small compared to Dragonflight, but I really enjoyed those zones. And I felt for the first time in a long time, I was like, this is WoW-like. And so I actually interacted with it and played some of the stories. Like, a lot of the characters were stupid. Anduin's crying the whole time. He's got a sword. And I'm like, are you a fucking priest or a paladin at this point? Like, what are you even? Thrall maybe said something that I don't even know which Tauren is in control now, if any. And then Jaina's there just being like, oh, we gotta do stuff, and it's just kind of like, it's all about Zalatath and Ilaria, which Ilaria has kind of a cool backstory, but it would be fucking 10,000 times more effective and meaningful if it was the dude's backstory, the paladin. And I can't remember his name. I want to say Tanaris, but that's not it. But Ilaria was married to the paladin guy, and she's a void elf. She's not a void elf, but she has the void like the void disease or whatever. She's gonna void out. She's like my wife. She's gonna get so mad she's gonna fucking void out. Oh, you better watch out. She's fucking voiding PMSing out. Whatever. But then like her husband, they spent like whatever, like an eternity or thousands of years in Outlands fighting or something. I'm probably messing up the lore, but he was a paladin, and then they had a baby, like an elf half man baby, Eretor or something like that. And so like basically what you have in WoW retail for this trilogy is all the men are cucks, and you had a black lady with no arm and scars and fucking no ear or eye or some bullshit, and she was your main character. And then you had dwarfs, which even in the dwarfs, it was like the females were the dwarfs, and you had a little guy dwarf, but he was like a little nerd with like a monocle. He's like, I like to read fucking books, I'm a book dwarf. And then whatever, and then Bronzebeard or whatever his name is, they took away like his powers, and he's just a regular dwarf now. And so all you have is like badass bitch versus badass bitch. So it's literally like Ilaria's chasing down Zalatath, and it's just like, I'm a cool bitch villain, and then Ilaria's like, well, I'm a jaded ass bitch protagonist, and my husband and child are fuck whatever fuck. And it's like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, if you could just give us an ounce of masculinity. And I'll be like, to be fair, they did have the old ass. I didn't think elves could get old, but maybe I don't understand World of Warcraft. You did have the gray haired, I can't remember his name in the new trailer, paladin, who's like, fucking things are bad, I'm gonna fight again. Like he's trying to fight Zalatath or something, and he's extremely ineffective, but and doesn't do anything cool. And he's an old man, and it's just like, man, if you guys just had one cock, one dick and balls in any of this shit, it would be way more meaningful to those of us who have dick and balls. Now that you say it, the characters are made to appeal to middle-aged women. Well, absolutely, they're made to appeal to middle-aged women, because that is really who is making the game, a lot of it. Like, and the other developer thing I didn't watch, the audio quality was so bad and it was so cringy. It was like, you have the other associate director lady, and she's just a grandma. She's just like a sweet looking grandma. And then you have Holly, which Holly Longdale or whatever her name is. She's been doing it for a long time, and she's just kind of like your run of the mill, lady. And look, there's a lot of women that play WoW, and that's fine, but like, you can have, like, women still play Classic and actually really enjoy it. Like, we have a lot of people in our community that play WoW Classic, and there's a lot of women that do it, but they're like kind of chads of women. Like Blue Rose is in our guild, and she rides motorcycles, and she fucking like does jujitsu. She's awesome. And now, dude, it's just kind of like Twilight. Yeah. It's just kind of like, what if a bunch of middle-aged women wrote some shit for the story, and it's Twilight? And so to bring it back, like, Chris Metzen, I guess, is just collecting a fucking check, because I thought he would come in and be like, hey, Midnight's going to be like kind of like it was back in the day. But honestly, he's probably handcuffed. I mean, like, Microsoft's probably like, hey, Chris, you can come back and be a dude, but like, you got to meet your quota on men and women and stuff. I've met one real cool woman in WoW. Yeah, they're out there. They're rare, but they're out there. But yeah, so I'll say this to be positive. I feel like I'm being negative, and it is what it is. Like, again, if you're a chick, maybe you go play retail. If you're a dude, you play Classic. Maybe that's the way that it is. But and that's just the way that it is. But with Chris Metzen, I guess I'm just a little disappointed because I really wanted him to come out and just, we're making houses, but the next expansion is not just going to be badass bitch versus badass bitch again. But let me tell you, when War Within started, the story was Alaria is chasing Xalatath, Foot Girl Xalatath. And I got to get to Xalatath before bad shit happens. The War Within expansion has ended, and the story is Alaria has to get to Xalatath. That's it. That is, nothing has happened. And so I guess nothing is going to happen until the end. And then at the end, I'm just praying that it all is destroyed. My hope for the future of WoW retail is that it is destroyed. And what I mean is that Azeroth, the baby world soul in the middle of it, is born and it destroys it or something. And maybe one or two heroes or villains go to a new land or a new planet or something, maybe. And we start over. And maybe it's Horde versus Alliance again, or maybe it's a new thing. But even if we do that, I guess the sad thing is that even if you said just reset it, I guess the sad thing is it's still going to be made by middle-aged ladies. So like, even if you do a hard reset, it's still going to be Animal Crossing World of Warcraft edition. You know what I mean? Where the men are all gay and then the women are the badasses. Yeah. Either cocky or just pound rocks the rest of the raid of the carry. I don't want them on raids. Like part of the community said, we rarely see a girl play good. Yeah, I mean, like there's room for girls in WoW, like I'm not a sweat. I'm not like, oh, we got to make the raid and, within 45 minutes. If you want to play like that, that's totally cool. I support that. But the Horde Alliance saga needs to come to an end. It feels overly prolonged TV series. Yeah, well, it's over, And like the way that I look at World of Warcraft is that the story ends with Arthas. So that's how I look at it. The Wrath of the Lich King was the true ending of World of Warcraft. And after that, it's all just kind of whatever. So yeah, man, it's just kind of like, I just don't like, and again, I'm saying this is like an asshole because like, I'm going to play it. And you could say Dalorrian, like, if you're not going to like, you're going to buy Midnight and support this shit, but then you're going to complain about it. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I am. Yeah, I guess I am. But for me, it's content, it's like, for me, it's like, I can put out content about it. But also like, I am interested, like, I have a lot of characters on retail that I kind of care about a little bit that have been with me for a long time. And so, I would like to, if you give me content, I'm going to try it out. But, I don't know if I'm going to play a lot of it. But if I boycott WoW retail, and I'm like, I'm not fucking playing that and whatever, like, I don't know if that really does anything. So I don't know. People playing whatever they want. Individual about this, bro. I'm fine with poll. I don't care. I'm not sure what all that stuff means already you just said, but it's all good. All right, let's go back to the video again. If you're on YouTube and you're watching this, you're like, I thought this was a reaction to the video the developer said. It's like, you know how it is.
An action-packed public event where your success is not only defined by how well you
yeah, but the deals are. I think you and I are in agreement about everything, probably.
Endless oncoming waves that are going to attack that singularity anchor. Okay, switching things up a bit, let's move on to updated leveling experience.
This is important to bring new players in.
Here already play World of Warcraft. A lot of folks watching at home probably do as well.
They do need to do something with this if they want new people to come play the game. If they want the Fortnite kids to play, or the Roblox kids to play, they got to make it easy to get in.
It's so big and huge and monolithic. These are some updates for folks like that. So first, we made some changes to our tutorial experience.
I hear you, Czar.
This has been changed to be to focus players directly into the Dragonflight expansion. We're doing that by adding some key iconic characters to that feature.
They're taking out the Black Lady? Oh my God.
Alex Raza, a bunch of others as well. And the story is going to be about them going off and embarking on their mission to the Dragon Isles to learn about the history.
Classic's the superior product, Czar.
It will culminate with you being taken directly to Waking Shores to continue that story in the Dragonflight experience. For a new
I think it's neat that they're doing it the way they're doing this.
Whatever expansion you want, but for a new player, that sort of core progression will take you directly to
You go Exile
Dragonflight.
Reach.
And we made a bunch of changes to the
You see some of the main characters.
with new players in mind.
And then you go to the Dragon Isles and like be able to play through some of that.
Before, when you get to the end of Eldrazi and you're at the gates of the raid and you know that Razageth is gnarly and you want to take the fight to her, but you need a whole bunch of people to do that, instead of that, you're going to go straight to fighting Razageth. We've added a story mode raid version of the Razageth fight. So you can, as a solo player, along with 9...
I think this is a good idea to get people into the game. I just wish that the content was better.
It keeps going. You get to keep going into Zerlet Caverns, play through that zone as a left.
Because like, just imagine like if we had like a modern version of the graphics and stuff with like WoW Classic and the Burning Crusade and the Wrath of the Lich King. Like if it was like, if that was the modern story being told, and you had a buddy, and let's say like you were in the middle of the Burning Crusade or we're going into the Wrath of the Lich King, and you said, hey man, I want you to come play the game. And they're like, bro, I don't even know where to start. And then there was like a leveling thing where you could level up and you could be like, okay, here's the story of like Molten Core. Here's the story of Kalthazan. Here's the story of all this. And like they could play it, get some gear out of it, and just get into the game a little bit better. If you just imagine that, that would be way cooler with those stories. And if they had updated graphics for a new generation. But again, like the new generation just kind of gets the soy Disney stuff. Yeah, it is kind of messy. Now if you're going to be a new player, it's like, I feel like a lot of people, when they go to Dragonflight, it's so like Disney-fied and soy. Like if you're a guy getting into it, even if you're like in your 20s, you might bounce off of it a little bit and be like, what is this? What is this? You know, for me, I've been playing WoW since the beginning of fucking time, it feels like. So I play WoW of any kind, and even if it's good or bad, it's just kind of nostalgic, and like I can look past it because I have a million characters on a million servers, it feels like. But if you're brand spanking new, it's like, how are you going to catch that nostalgia? I think the only way you can catch that nostalgia is you go to Durotar or you go to Elwyn Forest. If you start an Exile Reach and you go to like Dragonflight, yes, it'll help people get into it, but like it's not gonna get them like Elwyn Forest, Norshire Abbey. I can't remember the dwarf starting zone. Hell, even the Night Elf zones. Like playing in those zones it's like watching Harry Potter. It feels like the holidays to me. When I go to Dragonflight, I'm stressed out by how fucking like there's so much shit going on. There's so much shit being thrown at you on the map. You don't take in any of the environment. You're instantly like teleporting from one place to the other with the flying. And so like I appreciate that they're trying to get new players in, but like the story and the aesthetic is just kind of bankrupt. So I think for new players, I'm glad they're trying, but I think they're going to fail. I think new players will only go to Classic. And I hope they realize that, and hope they make a better version of Classic or tap into that one day. Now that they're owned by Microsoft, if you're owned by Microsoft, you have kind of like, I'm not even going to go into this. I've done a video on this before. Basically, the point, without me going into it, and if anybody's interested, just like put in the comments of this YouTube video or whatever, if you're interested in my dump on why nothing made by Microsoft will ever be good again, like for IPs that Microsoft has bought that used to be good, they will never be good again. If you want to know why that is, I'm happy to go into it. But I'm not going to go into it right now because we desperately need to get through this, and I'm just going in 1,000 different directions. But my point, the 2 points are, one, we'll talk about the Microsoft thing later someday on some other video or something. Two, again, and then two, with the new player experience, I don't know if you're going to get new players that aren't girls. But they're doing stuff for returning players, and I think that's actually really good for returning players. And they're going to talk about that, I think, in a second.
Leveling player with the leveling appropriate rewards. and then you get to fight against
Sandingo, what's up, buddy? Hell yeah, brother. What you sipping on? I'm drinking a Baja Blast with tropical lime. I think I'll be RuneScape thing happening. People play RuneScape for the first time and then still get recommended and playing the old school version. If you want to see the Abomination as retail RuneScape 3, you can. And some people really do enjoy RuneScape 3 over old school. I've never played any RuneScape, so I don't know. No idea. Not my world.
But first, has this ever been you? Maybe
Oh, it's one of the fat characters.
Played in a little while, and you are greeted by the.
Who made this graphic? Who made this graphic? Dude, my 3-year-old daughter could make a better graphic than this, dude. Like, and I'm not saying like the character quality within the world is better than this. I'm just saying this graphic with the question marks and like the fuzzy line and the shit floating around the screen. I get what they're saying though. Their point is being made like, what do I do with all the spell books and everything like that? But like, damn man, there's just not much professional stuff going on. Yeah, like this human race could have been so cool, you know, BFA. Shit, I can't remember what they're called now. The Cold Tyrann. And like the thing that was frustrating about the Cold Tyrann is like they're fat people, right? It's like, do you want to play as a fat human? Okay, you can be Cold Tyrann. You can be a fat girl or you can be a fat guy. It's like, okay, thank you. But it's like it would have been better to just be like, you can be Cold Tyrann with the human models or the fat models, or you could be human and be a fat guy. Like why did they make the Cold Tyrann all fat? I don't get it. Americans have to relate. Well, that's true. We do need to be able to relate. I'm okay with fat characters. I'm just saying like you can only be a fat Cold Tyrann. And I know in good faith that Jane is a Cold Tyrann and she's not fat. So it's like, why can't you just run like they're human, right? Like what's the like they're still human. So why not just like all four? You know what I'm saying?
Of a quest log full of quests that you don't remember, a bag full of items that you don't remember.
This is true. This is a problem. Like whenever I come back from WoW retail for a long time, like I delete characters. I like get all their gold and put it in the warband bank. Like I did this last night. I was cleaning up some of my characters and like some of my money and stuff. I was like, if I'm gonna play Midnight, I got to clean some shit up a little bit. So because I was like, I just like I haven't managed or done anything with my characters in a long time, so I did a little bit of management on it. And it's like I just deleted some people. Because I know in Legion Remix, I'll level up tons of people, and if I want to keep anybody, I'll bring them over. And if you get Midnight, I think you get like an extra, like you get like a free 80 boost or something. It's like okay, I like they just throw characters at you. So
a talent tree full of talents that you don't really know what those icons represent. You are not alone. This is the case for a lot of returning players. It can be tough to get back into your character.
This is true. I'm glad they're talking about this. This is true.
After folks have been away, particularly for a long time,
it's like even for people in the world that like I think truly would like retail, guys or girls, that'd be like, yeah, you might be into it. I could never recommend it. Like, and people come into the TikTok, they come into the Twitch and the Kick, and they're like, hey, should I play retail or classic? I'm like, play classic, because if you're going to play retail, you need someone to sit down with you and show you all the add-ons and show you how to play it. And they know they know that's a problem, which is why they're fixing all this. Like, they're fixing all the add-ons and shit and making it a part of the game because they know that's a problem. Everything just feels meaningless at this point. Well, that's true, but you also may be super depressed.
It's easier to roll a new character than it is to get back into your beloved favorite.
Maybe you're just depressed, Czar.
And so that's okay, because we've got a stack of gear ready for you to claim as you step into our brand new returning player experience. This is,
I think you need to see someone, dude.
Something we just added to the game in Midnight. It is a feature where you will join alongside Thrall or Jaina as a returning player, and it's meant to remove all those distractions, so you don't have to worry about what's in your bags and your talents. We're going to hide all your quests from you. It's really simple. It's just, hey, go kill some gnolls.
Hide your quest. Here's simple. Go kill some gnolls. Those poor ass gnolls, dude.
Just go kill some gnolls, and then after that,
How many gnolls have we slaughtered? I reject that outside help from an inner crisis. Fair. Fair, Czar.
This is how my character plays, and by the time you're done, you should have your bearings. It's drop in and drop out. So after 2 minutes, if you're like, oh yeah, I remember.
I think this is actually a really good idea. I'm going to be fair. Whoever had this idea is 10 out of 10 the right person. Like that, this is a great idea.
And we've also added some improvements to the tutorials as well. So first, we've added a skywriting tutorial, which will make it if you never learned.
Yeah, you need that shit because it's a little weird.
Dragon writing, as it was called back in the Dragonflight.
Kind of wish it didn't exist, but whatever.
How to do that. And it'll add a tutorial to learn how to interrupt. So if you've ever been in a group with folks,
you do need to teach people how to freaking kick. Yeah, that would help, especially with the one button rotation.
And last,
Dragon riding, yeah. So now it's called skywriting, but basically it's like you can fly really fast, but you have like energy charges. If you've never seen it, it's kind of hard to explain, but basically you can kind of free fly really fast now in World of Warcraft retail. You can still just like slow straight line, but like you can go up and down and like fly really fast now. Baller, shot caller, 20-inch blades on the Impala. Halo History, what's up, dude? I wish that song played every time you came into the chat, Halo History. I logged my character and tried to fly and saw that normal flying and logged out. Czar, look, man. Hey, Czar, I need you to pre-order Midnight, dude. Me and you, we need to play it, bro. You can sit there and you can complain to me the whole time. You getting Heroes, Might and Magic, Olden Era? I've never played that game, dude, so I guess not, bro.
we have the War Within.
I guess not.
This is
Czar, I want to play Midnight and I want you to complain about it the whole time.
Or if just parts of the story, maybe it's just been a little while since you played.
And then I try to convince you, maybe it's not so bad.
So this is a quick
and you're just raging out and I'm just in denial the whole time. No chance? Okay, you can just watch me play it then and tell me how shitty it is.
All the way through Koresh, and you'll get to see all the big cinematics. You'll get to see what happens with all the characters.
Yeah, Undermine, dude, Undermine. Okay, I didn't do Koresh here, but like Koresh, whatever. I don't know whatever the fuck that is. Undermine. This was dog shit. This is a dog shit thing to do, and I hated every minute of it. I interfaced with it a little bit, and I don't know why. I guess I was really bored at the time, but it was dog shit. I wish I was grinding AV instead, but I was not playing Classic at the time. Now I'm playing Classic, and it's a lot better. But I will say, this right here, the Isle of Dorn, was a really great zone. This was a great zone. There was some stuff in there that was kind of annoying, but this is a great zone, a great design, looks really cool. This was very World of Warcraft. It was good. Then Hallowfall, this zone was also incredibly good. This zone was incredibly awesome. And my favorite memory of War Within was farming. Like the only thing that felt like WoW to me in the whole expansion was there was a mount that popped a possible mount drop that popped every 3 hours. So there's like a crystal that's in here, and every 3 hours it switches from like a light to a dark. And when it would swap to a dark, there would be a rare mob that would spawn randomly on the map. So every 3 hours you would get into a raid group, and everyone would call out where the mob was, and everyone would fly over to the mob and try to tag it before it's killed. And then whenever you kill it, you get a chance to get the mount. And early on, people were like, you could sell them out for like millions of gold. I did get the mount. The mount is not special. I will say, like, the mount's not super cool looking. It's a reskin of a mount they've had for fucking years. So it is what it is. But I was like, damn, that was cool. There was another one. There was another mount down here in this zone, and this zone was not that cool. And then this zone was bullshit. I hated this zone. This zone fucking sucked. This zone was like super forgettable and not great. But there was another like mouse mount where everybody had to like you had to get people to hit levers. There were like 3 or 4 levers in the map, and you had to get in a raid group, and you could just kind of queue up and find groups to do it. And like you'd have to do like the levers like one at a time. And when you did it, it summoned a boss, and then everyone had to tag the boss, and then you could get like a little like mouse mount. That was also fun. Outside of that, not a lot going on. I mean, again, this zone looked really good. This zone looked really good. Like these two zones kind of gave me hope. I was like, hey, maybe we're getting better. But then now in Midnight, I just don't, man, Midnight feels off to me. I think they just presented it weird though. A lot of the changes they're making are good changes. It just feels like Midnight is like just the housing expansion. And I'm like, should this have been an expansion? Or what do we do? Like, what are we doing? Like, should this have been, like, what is actually going? Like I'm comparing, and the black LGBT woman characters are repelling to me. I understand you don't identify with them. I don't really either. Look, I'm comparing the experience of being introduced to the Legion zones and races and locals. Yeah, that was a different time. And then remember watching this, the War Within side quest cinematic where the black librarian woman with the pirate eye. Yeah, that was really cringe. Fight some unk and looking like I'm watching RuneScape. What's good? What's up, Burn? We're complaining and watching this video. I'm trying to get through it for the YouTube.
A much quicker time. Anybody can play this. If you want to do this right before.
What's the other stupid one? Halo History.
If you don't want to, that's fine.
Brand's throwing some shade at Halo History. I love it.
And if you're a new player, this
what's up, Brand? How's Florida?
70 to 80. Instead of having to, it'll be really quick. It'll be just like play through this, again, couple hours long experience, and you'll be able to hop right into Midnight once you're ready.
A couple hours.
I wanted to share with y'all about the new player experience. All these.
I'll probably try to do like the leveling, like coming back as a person thing, just to see what it's like. I'll probably stream that.
In the final patch of the War Within, 11.27. So a little bit earlier, folks wanted to start get warm.
And I'll do the patch where we get houses, and I'll make a house, and we'll all finger our scrotums and sing Kumbaya or whatever. And it'll be great.
Okay, that does it for me. Next, I'm going to hand things over to Ian, who's going to talk.
We'll play WoW, The Sims, Animal Crossing, Helldivers 2 ODST this week. Oh, Helldivers 2 doing ODST is on. Dude, ODST being in Helldivers 2 is actually amazing. What would be more amazing is if Halo did anything ODST ever again. And if Halo ever did anything good ever again, that would also be amazing. But again, I alluded to this earlier. If Microsoft owns you, you will never be good again. Are you playing only Anniversary? Right now, I'm only playing Anniversary, Czar. That's correct. Right now, I'm only playing Anniversary, but I will be playing some of Retail when this shit starts dropping. I'll play a little bit of it. I don't think I'll play a lot of it. And again, like if it's a situation where I have to choose between Anniversary, if there's like pre-patches and rollouts happening, I will play that over Retail, if that makes sense. But like I will play a little bit of Retail and a lot of bit of Classic is probably how this is going to roll out. Unless I just get in there and I'm like, the house is all I want to do. And then I do that for a week and then I don't know. We'll see. PvP. PvP is not even real anymore. I like that they're doing a big battleground though. I think I would get tired of the whole purple void stuff, but I think that looks ugly. I'm sorry. I just don't think that. I think it just looks ugly.
So the setting for this map is a conflict.
I'd rather it be like an Eversong Wood one, I guess, is what I'm saying. It's so good in Mr. Pandaria. PvP is. That's cool.
Initially run to the middle for a wild 40v40 brawl over an initial control point.
Looks like a bad part of Candyland, kinda, dude. First time I'm having fun in PvP. I've never been a PvP player. Well, that's cool that, it's cool they're going through the old expansions where they were like where PvP was good, and you could still experience it. I do give them props on that. So you got to go fight in the middle first, and then you got to like start doing other stuff. Bro, I don't know if I can rely on 39 other people to do the right thing.
And also,
I'll try that.
This area that's used as a battleground will be accessible in the outdoor part of the Voidstorm zone. And this is going to be a place for those who love world PvP to come battle it out with each other. This area I don't know why you would come like just fight out here. Maybe I don't understand old school world PvP like this, I guess. For those who don't have war mode on, but really you're going to want to turn on war mode to get the most out of this experience. If you like world PvP, this is the place to be. You can find your people and battle it out. When we think about PvP in World of Warcraft, we've heard feedback from our PvP community over the years that they'd love to see more support. PvP is amazing. It's deep. It's endlessly
40v40 AV, the most boring experience I've ever had. That's the only experience I'm having right now in the Anniversary trying to get Warlord, dude.
People are so good at it, and oftentimes people check out PvP And
I don't hate it. It's fine.
got destroyed. I don't know that this is for me, even if they do enjoy PvP in other games. But so many other games of different genres have a mode where you can initially kind of learn the maps, learn the rules, learn combat against bots. And that's an easy on-ramp to kind of build your confidence to make sure that you know what you're doing before you match up against other players. And so that's what training grounds are coming in Midnight. This is
PvP against some bots, bro. Beat their ass.
Called CompStomp. This is kind of expanded and revamped. In addition to Arathi Basin, you'll also be able to play on Silver Shard Mines and Battle for Gilneas. Facing off
Oh yeah, AV is repetitive. But I just fish or skin wolves or something sometimes, so it's fine.
Going to test your skills a bit, teach you how the battlegrounds work, teach you how opposing classes work.
I just do some heavy ERP while I'm in there.
Super excited to roll
It's fine. Just lock the ERP.
New generation of players to the fun that World of Warcraft PvP can offer. All right, I want to talk about some UI and general quality of life improvements. So over the last few months, we've been doing a lot of work in War Within.
This is super needed.
Baseline UI experience with things like the cooldown manager, combat assistant.
It's crazy they had to do this like years ago.
And beyond. One area that we want to focus on is our nameplates. We understand that when you're in the heat of combat, this is the best window into what's going on. The status.
Dude, look at these health bars, 67 million.
And our default nameplates currently don't give you.
They are doing a number squish, thank God.
We really want to improve your ability to see and customize buff and debuff display on nameplates. We also want to be able to call out important lethal casts. That's something that we're going to build in on the encounter design side. If there's a cast that probably is going to wipe you if it gets off, that should be a large.
That's a good idea.
So it's a
That's a great look. That is a super good idea. Let me pause it and talk about that for a second. That is like that's a terrific idea if they actually do it right. Because if you're a player, you really like, unless you like, World of Warcraft is very much like a you only know if you know kind of thing. And what do I mean by that? Like, most of the time, it's hard to know what's going to happen with WoW, like when you go up against a mob or a quest, unless somebody's already done it and they tell you what's going to happen, or like you've died to it several times and then you figure it out. And the game doesn't do a really good job at telling you like what is actually about to happen, if that makes any sense. So this whole idea of like having something on the player bar or like the enemy bar, something that lets you know like, hey, here's an attack they're doing, here's a buff they're doing, and then here's a big attack they're doing, like here's a big thing that's about to happen. And just like the game telling you that, and not having to use like deadly boss mods or something like that, but the game telling you like, if you don't look out, you will get one shot. I think that's I think it's a great idea, just to like let everybody know. And now, I mean, a lot of people will probably still be too stupid to realize what's going on maybe the first time. But there's no reason the game shouldn't tell you like a little bit of like what is about to happen if you don't do something like, and just make it look different, or enrage the enemy or something like that. What's the average player HP in retail now? I don't know, honestly. I can log in and see what my character is at some point.
Add this functionality to our nameplates. Next up, damage meters. We are adding damage meters.
So they're doing server side damage meters. This is
probably the single most popular add-on.
Yeah, they could have done this. I'm glad they're doing it. They should have done it years ago. There's no reason details should exist. Agreed. 20 years too late. Exactly, Czar. Exactly. Yeah, it's server side, so meaning like it is the truth. It's not like my add-on telling me and your add-on telling me, and I'm like, yeah, it's like, come on. People play to parse. A lot of them do. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, like boss alerts. Yeah, like they need that, and like their boss fights and their raids are so god dang like ridiculous now, with like shit all over the floor and fucking 20,000 different mechanics you got to know, and like you just have to sweat your ass to know exactly what the hell's going on in the boss fight. You can't see shit. All the colors are fucking blending together. You don't know what the fuck's going on. It's just shit everywhere. Everybody's abilities are freaking ridiculously crazy looking. So they really need to put in the game run away or do something, because like it's impossible. Is this the new Tekken? Yeah, this is Tekken 25. Yeah, yeah, LGBTQ version Tekken. Tekken LGBTQ plus. It's a new game.
External tools to do that, and we feel that's not the experience that our players deserve. So we are building in a lot of that functionality into our encounters in Midnight, so you can see a timeline.
But I wonder, like, they're doing this in Midnight, but like, are they going to go back to all the old bosses and dungeons and put it in? It doesn't sound like it. I think you're still going to need DBM, but just not for Midnight.
Abilities that are coming up, and alerts if you're targeted by
something. What about DBM for PvP? I mean, DBM for PvP is helpful.
To overcome the challenges that are facing you. Those are just a few of the user interfaces.
I think this is all good. I think they need to do all. It's like all the add-ons that are popular, like WoW, like they should just consistently like, what's the most popular one? Okay, we're just gonna put that in the game. All right, what's the next popular one? We're just gonna put that in the game. And it sounds like they're finally doing that. Like Czar said, 20 years too late, but they're finally doing it.
This is a project that has a long future ahead of it. We really want to make sure that our base user experience is the very best that it can be.
Yeah, it needs a reset though.
Really, transmog, as everyone, as true WoW aficionados know, is the real endgame of World of Warcraft.
How sad is that? And I got shat on Twitter or X about this because they made a joke. Everybody knows transmog is the true endgame of WoW, and he just said it too. And it's like, yeah, I guess it is, man. I guess it is. Like it's just a collecting game. It just is, man. It's just like WoW is just kind of The Sims now, where it's like, hey, I'm playing The Sims and I want a green hot tub versus a red hot tub. Yeah, gotta look cool. Which look, there's nothing wrong with like wanting to look cool. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I get that, right? There's nothing wrong with like wanting to look cool, but I'm just saying like they know it and they've known it for a while. And I guess like I keep saying it. Oh, I'm just trying to stretch my back. I keep saying it as if it's like a novelty, and it's not. Because like it makes sense, because it's like if you're sitting in WoW and you're like an executive for fucking WoW or Blizzard or Microsoft, and you're like, okay, you're making this World of Warcraft game, and Ian's like, yes, sir, I'm making Warcraft. And then you have 3 grandmas and a gay guy, and they're like, yes, sir, we're making World of Warcraft. Like, okay, cool. All right, I really want you to focus on making money in this game. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah. And they're like, what are some things that you have in your game that could increase the amount of transactions per person? And they're like, well, we could sell them gold, because everybody needs gold. Good idea, Johnson. All right, what else can make us money? Well, we have this whole transmog thing where we collect clothes and stuff. So we could sell them clothes, or like they could spend money on the gold to get them more likely to get clothes they could collect. Grandma Azalea, I like that fucking idea. Let's go with that. The people like collecting mounts and things like that. We could sell mounts in the store. Gay Brian, you're going to move up in the world. I like this idea, Gay Brian. Anybody else? Any else got ideas? Well, yeah, what would be cool? Like if you had your own house. Oh, yeah, that's true. People have wanted houses in World of Warcraft for a long time. Yeah, but let's just make it like a Barbie dress-up house thing, Like nothing like super functional in the house. Like you come into the house and I have an NPC and I can sell you stuff, and we can like make a community of like based on gear and gold and commerce, but like just dress up. Yes, I like this, because then we can sell them kitchen sinks. Black Betty, I like the way you think. World of Warcraft. And that's it. I mean, that's it. They got to bake all this stuff in for the console port that's probably going to happen. Well, absolutely they do. Yeah, I mean, the console port will happen.
We want to make sure we are supporting it.
Details add-on has so much features to this server side one, probably won't cut it for me, or not for a lot of new people. Yeah, it may not work.
Have to go
But they're gonna try.
The appearance of your choice every
It only has to be halfway good,
time you get a quest reward or
you know.
drop or whatever else. Instead of transmogging items, you will now transmog the slot. And so if you have something set as your
If you're into transmogging, this is actually a good change.
the look that you want to have.
I like transmogging just fine. It's just like with with me with transmogging, it always, like, every time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna transmog my character, it always just becomes like, how slutty can I make my girl characters look? And maybe I'm just a dude, but it's like all of my transmogs are just like, how can I see more tits and ass? Like I never, it's very rarely do I be like, oh, my guy looks cool, and I'm making my guy look cool. It's like 90% of the time I'm just like, it makes me want to be a perv or something. That's not their fault. I think it's the dick and balls between my legs that make me do that, but maybe not. I don't know. But I will say there were some pretty cool sets in the War Within. All things considered, there were some decent sets in the War Within. Usually all the sets are really stupid looking. And it's like, why would I even transmog? It all looks stupid.
But as you just get new items, you can just put those on. There's no additional cost, and that'll just be the appearance that you have. But this also gives us the opportunity.
But it's good they're doing it by slot.
For customization and self-expression in the transmog system.
I want to be able to self-express. I want to be able to express myself.
Many outfits. And then if you want,
I need many outfits, guys.
to specific situations.
So, okay, so like let's look at this. So you can have an outfit for your house. You can have an outfit for like when you're riding, I guess, all movement. You can have an outfit per spec. Jesus. You can have outfit per equipment set. I guess that's for like if you're mining or something, because they have profession sets now, right? And then racial form. What does that mean? What does racial form mean? Like, you can't change races. Is this account wide? Like, put this on if I'm a goblin? Because you can't transmog if you're like a fucking reindeer or whatever, if you're a druid. Profession's cooking, okay. You know what I like about this too? It's so funny, man, the low effort that goes into some of this. Like, you guys may not notice this, but like, there's a typo in here. There's a typo in what they're showing, and they just like don't give a fuck, dude. You can just tell they don't give a fuck. You can tell that there's no soul because like they don't care, man. They just don't care. Like they're being told what to do, and I think like they're just kind of like, just fuck, man, I don't care. I feel like the old devs cared. I do. I feel like they cared. Like they want to make genuinely a good game that they'd want to play. This is not like I'm making a game that I want to play. Well, maybe a few girls. It said choose has 3 O's in it at the top. You can see it. Damn, my comments keep getting deleted when I try to make a statement about transmog. Oh, it's probably because you're saying trans. Don't say trans, because I don't control any of this stuff on TikTok, bro. Like, so I would let you say anything. We had a weight group in Classic Kata that had mandatory certain type of transmog. Well, that might be a good thing. Lady boy mog? Yeah, basically. Should we go transmog in retail after this? Should we go transmog after this and just make the sluttiest looking girl we can?
When you change your specialization, you can map those things to each other
To combat.
Automatically happen.
Just to add some masculinity
The depth of customization
to the game.
And as with many of our systems, this is just kind of the beginning. This is
Okay, I see the location. Okay, house. Damn, rest area, character select. You can have them. They can have different clothes in character select.
So thank you for coming out.
Jesus, that's cool. I mean, look, if you're gonna do it, and that is doing it.
Speaking of the months and years ahead,
Exactly. The transmog you mentioned was that mandatory type. Oh, I got you. Can I say in TikTok apparently? Weird. I guess just a hoe, just slutty is probably what you're trying to say.
And in just a few weeks, we're going to have our alpha test.
TikTok's Chinese, baby. You can't say things.
Beta to follow. We have so much more to share with you. It's going to
Oh, I'm a hater, but like these are all great changes. There ain't nothing they've said here that is bad. I'm gonna say it. And if you're on YouTube and you're watching this, you're gonna see this was a 31-minute presentation. Why is the video an hour and 15 minutes? I apologize because I got Czar and Brand Muffin and Kingslayer and Halo History in the chat talking to me the whole time, and I'm talking back to him, so I apologize. Yes,